House Oversight Committee Chairman Darrell Issa warning the Bureau of Alcohol, Firearms, Tobacco, and Explosives not to retaliate against its whistleblowers of that botched Fast and Furious operation led by the ATF and Justice Department. All of this coming after agents testifying before the House last week said retaliation is common at the agency for those who do not toe the agency line. Deputy for Attorney General Eric Holder, however, insists the Justice Department would never strike back at whistleblowers. Joining us now to discuss the ATF role in the Fast and Furious operation and the role of Justice Department leadership is Wayne LaPierre. He's the Executive Vice President, the CEO of the National Rifle Association. Wayne, great to have you here.
Good to be with you, Lou.
I want to ask you first what you think of the enterprise and the energy and the dedication of Senator Chuck Grassley, Congressman Darrell Issa in leading the way in just blowing up this Operation Fast and Furious at the ATF.
Well, God bless them for their courage, because the American public needs to know the truth on this, and people need to be held responsible. And also, good for them for speaking out. I mean, the agents down the line told Washington what happened was a horrible idea. They told them not to do it. Above their objections, they were ordered to send thousands and thousands of guns over the border into the hands of the evil drug cartels. And hundreds of crimes are being committed by those evil people with these guns. And they need to be held responsible.
How does it make you feel to have to defend gun owners and gun dealers in a period in which the ATF obviously was responsible for moving literally hundreds, as many as 2,500 guns across the border to those drug cartels? At the same time, Justice, which had to know what was going on, is accusing American gun dealers of selling those arms to the drug cartels.
I mean, that's exactly right. The lying has to stop. I mean, it really does. I mean, if any CEO of a corporation that lied, people wouldn't have confidence in that corporation. My gosh, if a dad did it around the dinner table, the family wouldn't. And what you had is the fact ATF ordered these gun dealers to make these sales over the objection of the gun dealers that didn't want to make them, and yet they let the Washington Post write article after article condemning these gun stores like Carter's in Houston, calling them evil operations, dirty businessmen that were selling guns to the cartels, when ATF and the Justice Department knew the truth, that they had ordered those dealers to make those sales, and they didn't say boo while these American businessmen, honest people, while their reputations were destroyed by the liberal media in this country. It just is unbelievable what's going on. They've crossed the line. People need to be held responsible.
And people responsible, Congressman Issa, Senator Grassley are making it pretty clear, Wayne, they think this goes up quite a bit higher than Ken Melson, who is the acting director of ATF. They're calling for his head. I want to ask you two questions. How high up do you think it goes? And secondly, do you think Melson should be fired?
Well, I think we need to know the whole facts, and we're only going to know that with full investigations. The administration needs to stop the cover-up. I think the Attorney General of the United States needs to be fired over this, to tell you the truth. I mean, my gosh, either they were doing this to prop up a political agenda of send thousands of guns over the border and blame it on American gun laws, the fact that drug cartels had firearms to pursue legislation on the Hill, or they were completely incompetent. In either case, heads need to roll in the Department of Justice, ATF, and I believe the Attorney General, Eric Holder, ought to lose his job.
Wayne LaPierre, CEO of the NRA, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.